So guys, week 17 has passed and week 18 is upon us. And plus, Christmas is coming and it's getting ever so closer every day. And I'm excited about Christmas. But we've got a whole lot of very good games here this weekend in week 18. So here are my predictions for week 18 of the Premier League this season. So here we go. Wolves against Liverpool. So Liverpool are top of the league and they have to stay there at Christmas by winning this game. Plus, it's going to be a very tough game for Liverpool because they are up against a very good Wolves side who have won 3 on the bounce. And because Wolves will obviously put in a much better performance than Manchester United did against Liverpool. But no matter how Wolves will play, they'll obviously play very well, but I don't think it'll be enough to end Liverpool's unbeaten run. So, it's going to keep going on for me. In fact, I am backing Liverpool to continue their good form. 3-1, Liverpool. Arsenal v Burnley. Well, Arsenal went 22 games unbeaten in all competitions. Until last weekend when they lost to a terrible Southampton side. A Southampton side who can't win at home. But let's just say, all in all, Arsenal were below par in that game. Yeah, they really were. But what I do think, Arsenal will get back to winning ways against a Burnley side who just have not been flying this season. I mean, this point last season, they were absolutely flying Burnley, but now they are fighting to stay up. See, Burnley really need these 3 points, but so do Arsenal. So I think the win will fall in Arsenal's favour. 3-0 Arsenal. Bournemouth v Brighton. That is now 1 win in 7 games for Bournemouth. I mean, after such a brilliant start to the season, now they are struggling to recapture that form. I really hope that Bournemouth get back to winning ways, but against a Brighton side, it's going to be very difficult for them to win. Yeah, let's just say Brighton have lost their past 2 games against Burnley and Chelsea, but in my view, they are still a very good organised side. But I have to be honest, guys, I don't think there will be much to split these 2 sides. This is why I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Chelsea v Leicester. Well, Leicester are winless in their last 3 games. In the game against Palace, I felt they were extremely unlucky not to get a result, but in my view, they didn't do enough to even get a result. All it took is 1 moment of brilliance from Milivojevic to win the game for Palace. As for Chelsea, since their win against Manchester City, I still think they are a very good enough side who can really challenge for the top 4, and I think they'll probably achieve it come the end of the season. And as for the game, I don't think Chelsea will find it hard to break Leicester down, which is why I'm predicting a 2-1 Chelsea win. Huddersfield v Southampton. Big game. In fact, massive game at the bottom of the table. For both of these sides, it's a must-win game. It really is. I see that Huddersfield are still struggling for goals, and they have lost 4 games in a row. Not even any of Huddersfield's strikers have scored this season. This is how badly they need a striker. If Huddersfield can't find a way to score goals and buy a striker, then there's a possibility they will go down. On the back of a brilliant win against Arsenal last weekend, Southampton will come into this game with a lot of confidence. So they will play the same as they did against Arsenal. However, don't think there'll be anything to split these 2 sides apart, so I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Manchester City against Crystal Palace. Sounds comprehensive to me, this one. Although I felt Man City were kind of lucky to beat Everton last weekend because when Everton made mistakes, Man City took advantage of it and they took their opportunities when they came. But we know that first place is where they want to be at Christmas and the end of the season. So they better hope that Liverpool draw or lose on Friday night and they have to beat Crystal Palace on Saturday. Then they'll be top. But I have to say it is really unlikely in my view. But as for the game, I think City will sweep Palace aside. Easily. 3-0 Man City. Newcastle against Fulham. Newcastle have picked up a very important 3 points against Huddersfield last weekend, so they have to do the same against a really hopeless Fulham side, which I think they will nick another 3 points from. Fulham are currently the only side yet to keep a clean sheet this season. But because Fulham have a very leaky defence, I don't think that run will end here. However, I think the clean sheet will come for them sometime this season. As for the game, it will be a 2-0 win for Newcastle United. West Ham v Watford. Yikes. This is a very difficult game for me to predict, actually. You see, both sides won last weekend. Let's talk about West Ham. West Ham have won 4 games in a row. Wow, now they are really flying. Watford, on the other hand, well, let's just say they totally dominated Cardiff last weekend. They really did. But the negative thing is that Watford still lead goals. I mean, they almost lost the win when they let Cardiff back in it. And against Everton, they threw away the win in the last second. But despite that, Watford still have some really good and talented players. As do West Ham. But because of the form West Ham are in, I think they will win this one 2-1. Cardiff v Manchester United. Well, he's sacked. Jose Mourinho has been sacked this morning. You have to admit, United were dreadful against Liverpool. They really were. You can clearly tell that the players weren't playing for him, and he has totally lost the dressing room. And what's worse, United are now 11 points off 4th place after 17 games. They are also 19 points off Liverpool after 17 games. So, technically, I do not think they will finish top 4 now. Plus, they can still finish 5th. Actually, speaking of 5th, they are now 8 points off 5th place after 17 games. So what's interesting now is how United will react. In fact, how are United going to play now? We shall see how they play when they take on a Cardiff side who have won 4 of their last 5 home games. Cardiff will probably put in a spirited performance because they look very comfortable at home, but I don't think it'll be enough for them to beat United. In fact, I think United will just about nick the 3 points. A possible narrow 1-0 win. And the Sunday match, Everton against Tottenham. Ooh, this is a good one. In fact, for Everton, it's about how they react to their defeat against Manchester City. As you can see, Everton clearly had chances against City, but that's been the story of their season. They can't take opportunities when they come. That's how badly they need a striker. But because Marco Silva knows how he wants them to play and knows how to get the team set up, I think Everton will respond here. So Spurs won late against Burnley in the last minute. I have to say they weren't really good enough against Burnley, but this proves that Spurs still have the quality to win games, no matter what the performance. Plus, it proves there's a possibility that Spurs can finish in the top 4. However, I don't think either side will win here. 1-1. So there you have it, guys. Those are my predictions for week 18 of the Premier League this season. So that is actually it for this video, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!